It's one of it. Can you see? I've been using this one for long, but it has been dull. I've dropped it for a while. So I want to resharpen it now. I want you to follow me step by step the way you can sharpen super hard manual sharpening stone. Can you see this one too? They have the same type. Very, very heavy, very, very hard, very, very strong. It's very hard to sharpen. This is hammer. Can you see? This is iron hammer. Very, very strong. Can you see it? Square. We use this one to gauge the surface, the inner surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. What we use broom for when we start, you will see it. Parker. Ignos rock. Ignos. This is Ignos rock. So because of the hardness of the super hard manual sharpening stone, that is why I want to use this. I use gravel at times for the soft stones, but this one is very, very hard. I will now drop it down, break them into pieces. Let's go into the field now. Can you see the way I'm dropping them? Can you see it? Of your hand, so that the hammer will not give you the injury. Can you see the way I'm doing it? So you spread it here like this. See the surface of the stone. This is the surface you want to grind. See this surface now. Can you see the way I do it? Bring the hammer. Now as you do, you gauge the surface. As you do, you gauge the surface. Gauge the surface. See the way I position my transfer on the surface of the inner surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. You now gauge it in this way. You watch whether the surface is flattening or the surface is not flattening. Can you see it? You check for this side, you check for here, then you check for the center. So let us do for the other side too, this side. Yeah, you are welcome back. You see that sharpening stone, I've just sharpened finished outside now. I want to bring out the surface that will be sharpening the clipper blade. Can you see the inner surface I'm touching now? You see that ruler transfer in my hand. You see the place I'm touching. So I'm going to use that side to test the top. When the top is flattened, the top of that sharpening stone is flattened, then the next thing now is to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone. Yeah, can you see the way I position it on the super hard manual sharpening stone? That first side, the top is flattened. The second side, the top is flattened, but I will only use one side to teach you. I will only use one side to fashion out the sharpening surface so that you will follow me step by step and follow the way I do it. See the way I'm testing? When you place your transfer on it, straight ruler, that's iron ruler. When you place it on it and you look under the ruler, there's no gap, which means the top surface has been flattened. So the next one now, the next thing to do, you follow me now. That is the bottom clipper blade. You look for the chowder clipper blade. That is one of the most strongest blades so far in this world. You see the way I'm applying the thick oil on the inner part of the super hard manual. After application of the oil, then you use one of your finger to spread the thick oil. You may use light oil, you may use thick oil. So you use your finger to spread the oil evenly on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. After, you now take the blade. Especially you look for chowder. Chowder is very strong. If there's no chowder, you can use another blade too, but use bigger blade. Any bigger blade you use, you see the one I'm showing you now. Can you see the way all these blades? You use bottom blades to bring out or to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone. Can you see? So try to watch me carefully. See the way. That's the one thing you have to do. You place it, you clean the surface very well after you apply the thick or light oil without mixing any kerosene with it. Then you now use the bottom clipper blade. Can you see the way I'm going to and fro? You can't for one side if you can like to and fro 30 times. Then for the other side too. You can count to and fro 30 times again. Then you'll be using zigzag movement. When you watch my tutorial, you can see what I mean by zigzag movement. When you start by one side, you'll be going to and fro, going towards the other side. Then from the other side now, you'll be going back to the side you have come from. So that is how you continue going to and fro to make sure the inner surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone is flattened. Yeah, can you see it? Those are the processes. I'm sharpening for that side, going to and fro 30 times from one side to the other. Then I'm going to do for the other side too. That is the oil again. So you try to put that oil. You may mix the kerosene with the oil together. When you mix it together all are the same. What you are trying to bring out is to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone. That is the process. Number one process is the one I did outside using the igneous or granite or gravel stone. When you don't break into pieces, you now use the surface you want to sharpen. You look for a flat concrete floor, flat one. So after that one, now you break the stone into pieces. You see the way I did it. You use the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone you want to sharpen. You now use it to rub it. You rub it very well so that you bring the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone flattened, very flattened. Yeah, can you see it now? So I've used one side, use the other side, use one side, use the other side. Now I've cleaned the surface of the inner part of the bottom clipper blade. I'm trying to apply another oil again to make sure the top of the super hard manual sharpening stone is flattened very well. Yeah, the process is gradual, but once you can follow it, you are going to result into better. But my own advice for you, if you want to do this kind of thing, find like 2 or 3 stones. So do for about 2 or 3 stones, first side and the second side. So when you blend the three finish, the 6 surfaces finish, actually you may be lucky to get 2 or 3 surfaces done very well properly, so that you can use them to sharpen clipper blade. If you are not a professional, you say you want to sharpen only one side, is by luck. So my advice for you now is to be using about at least two or three super hard manual sharpening stone to do the process. So can you see the way I'm doing it step by step? That is how you continue doing it with the bottom clipper blade. Tick one. So can you see where I'm doing it? So by doing it this way, when you first do the first one, you check the inner surface. You check the inner surface of the clipper blade you are using to smoothen the surface. So when you do for the first one, you clean. You use for the second one, you clean. You do for the third one, you clean. Then the more you are sharpening, so the more you are sharpening now, you'll be checking the inner surface of the blade, clipper blade you are sharpening. If the clipper blade is sharpening correctly, if the stone is getting to the sharpening point, I can sharpen correctly now. Can sharpen correctly. So that is how you'll be using zigzag movement. What do I mean by zigzag movement? You'll be going wobbly from one side. You go front towards the right. You go front towards the right. You come back towards the right. After you reach the edge of the right hand side, you now come in the same way back to the left hand side again. That is how you'll be repeating it, so that the bottom clipper blade you are using to bring out or to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone will likely to cover the whole surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. You know this one I've been soaked now. You see, I've tried to replace the masking tape back. Now you see it. Don't try to forget the application of the oil, either thick light or the kerosene. So, but that biscuit bone, you need to look for it. You need to look for that biscuit bone. You need to look for it. Find another another sharpening stone, light one, very very light. So that is how you will continue. That is how you will continue. You see the masking tape has removed again. So those are the challenges person normally face when you are using masking tape that is not having stronger gums. So the way I'm sharpening now, I'm trying to check. This stone now has been sharpened correctly. Yeah, it's giving me the good job. But when you follow me up, in the front, I still use that biscuit bone. I always use it in a way for you to be able to understand the way to use biscuit bone. Try to look for it. Try to look for it. Yeah, you try to look for it. I'm trying to fashion out, continuous fashioning of the surface that will be sharpening the clipper blade. Can you see the way I'm moving my hand? Yeah, you see the way I'm trying to fashion out. That is the way to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone. Yeah. So the more you sharpen, you are fashioning the sharpening surface out. The more you be checking the inner part of the blade you are using to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone. So when you use one side to fashion out, you see use the other side of the blade to fashion out. Then those stay in one place. You'll be moving from one place to the other, one place to the other, one place to the other. So and the more you are fashioning out the sharpening surface, the more you'll be checking the inner surface of the blade you are using. So it is that blade that will give you the assurance whether the stone has been fashioned out correctly. Because the surface of the inner part of the blade you are sharpening will now be showing you correct work. That is where you'll be checking. You see, I've used the bottom clipper blade to fashion out, and I've discovered the bottom clipper blade is sharpening correctly. Then I'm now using the top clipper blade now. You see the sellotape has removed. I need to put another one there. That masking tape I'm using is not so strong at all. So, but my advice for you is that if you want to enjoy this kind of work now, you need to go and look for correct masking tape. So I'm trying to replace another masking tape on the back of the upper clipper blade. I'm using it to fasten out the sharpening surface at the same time sharpening the clipper blade. So when you know how to sharpen clipper blade before, you are professional before, but only your stone is having problem. You are now to fashion it out. You know the way to sharpen the clipper blade. You should be using the same process to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone at the same time sharpening the clipper blade you are using. So you are doing two things at the same time. Yeah, can you see the masking tape is not good at all, but I'm managing it. I'm trying to check. I'm applying the oil on the surface again. So I'm trying to show you now the inner surface of the upper clipper blade I've used to fashion out the sharpening surface on the super hard manual sharpening stone at the same time sharpening the clipper blade. Can you see that everything has signed across? It's a very, very tedious work. Yeah, but I'm advising you, if you want to do this kind of work now, make sure you have about at least two original stones, so that you do for the 4 surfaces. Yeah, when you use the 4 surfaces to scrub the ground very well, you use that to scrub. You now fashion out for the 4. You may be lucky to get 3 working or 2 working. But if you are facing only one, at times you might be unlucky to get it right at the same time. But when you are trying to fashion like 2 or 3 at the same time, or 4 surfaces at the same time, you may be lucky to get at least 2 working. Yeah, at worst you get 1 working. So that is my advice for you as a beginner. If you want to do this kind of processing now, try to use 2 stones, at least 2 stones or 3 stones. Which means when you use 1 stone, 2 surfaces. You use 2 stones, 4 surfaces. You use 3 stones, 6 surfaces. You now use them. You now sharpen for the 6 surfaces. Now try to fasten out for the 6 surfaces. No how you must get at least 3 or 4 working, or you may get all working. At worst you get 2 or 1 working, so you'll be okay. Then you can now be doing for the rest little by little. So my advice for you to start with two surfaces. You sharpen for the first side, you sharpen for the other side too. Then you now to fashion out the sharpening surface on the first side. At the same time, when you finish, you try it for the second one too. So that anyhow, you must have to get at least 4 surfaces working. So don't base on one surface as now. Don't use only one surface of stone to be learning. Sharpen like 3 surfaces, 4 surfaces, 5 surfaces, 6 surfaces at a time. Sharpen them together. When you sharpen like 6, 5, at least 4, you want to sharpen the two sides. Then to fashion out the sign, it will show you the signs whether the clipper blade is sharpened correctly or it's not sharpened correctly. If it is sharpened correctly, which means the surface of the super hard sharpening stone you are trying to fashion out is now giving you correct job. So it's now giving you correct job. Know how you have to be using it for your own work. Yeah, which means you have achieved the correct sharpening on the inner surface of the super hard sharpening stone you are using. Yeah, this one is okay now.